Hello, everybody. My name is Vince. Welcome to the channel. And it looks like Milwaukee Tool has dropped prices on M12 fuel batteries. You name it. They've dropped it. At least they've dropped it for a limited time and limited time only. Before we get started, I want to say a special thank you to, where is that? Is it not letting me do it? Oh my God. It won't let me do it. Oh no. It's very weird. Oh, there it is. Haley. Welcome to the Very Cool Gang. Thank you for joining, newest member of the Very Cool Gang. Also want to say hello to Blake, as well as Frostbite was in here early. We got Husker. He was the leader of the notification squad on yesterday's video that you could watch right here. He did his duty, shared it out with at least 10 people. So thank you. We want to say hello to Vegan Cookies Good Reviews, as well as Crazy Mike from the Mod Squad is here. Dylan's here. We got DSAC, Brendan Abbott, Marshall's here, Chiazzo, Max B, my main man, Max B49, and Cole Boucher. He says, hopes all is well. All right, everybody. Here's the deal. Got a pretty significant deal. There are a few standout items in the M12 fuel and M12 tool line that I am going to highlight because I think they're an exceptionally good deal. You can get to them through the YouTube shopping button. It's down below this video or up in the left-hand. It's down in the low left-hand corner of this video that you're watching. There's a couple of ways you get to that YouTube shopping button. If you are technically challenged, as some individuals are, there's nothing wrong with it. You could go the old-fashioned way by using the link in the description. I will let everybody know that we will earn a small commission from any sales that are made through the link or the YouTube shopping button. We appreciate the help. Now, here's the deal. Buy the deals, don't buy the deals. You like the deals? Great. If you don't like the deals, that's fine too. If you have something to add to the chat, constructive, please join the notification squad and chat. We are highly interactive. And here's the deal. You can type at VCG Construction if you had a question specifically for me that you wanted me to answer. Now, I can't promise I'll answer every question, but the good part is that we have a community of tradespeople, hardcore DIYers, homeowners, people that if I don't get to the question, they could probably help you as well. So feel free to join the chat. Okay. That's just very weird. Feel free to join the chat. I know the Very Cool Gang loves to help. I want to say a special thank you to Vegan Cookies Good for using he's a channel member, and he's using some of our Jiffies. You can see him down there in the below, or maybe they're not Jiffies. Maybe they're stickers or something. They're stickers. We got JD says, what's up? From Oklahoma. Where's everybody tuning in from? We want to know. And my main man, Sizzleneck is here. He says, out for lunch. What's up, Sizzleneck? I love Sizzleneck's screen name. Sammy and I didn't see them, but I'm sure there's been bumps with everyone. So do what everyone is doing and type at VCG Construction. It helps me to see your question, your comment, concern. All right. We have some price drops and a flash sale on M12 fuel. Here's the deal. There are particular tools that I've highlighted. I got to be honest. And here's the deal. I didn't put it in the thumbnail because it never seems to get much traction. Here it is. Like, everybody feels like, I guess everybody assumes that, you know, because it's a grease gun, it's got to be for like an auto mechanic. but it has like so many uses for contractors, especially if you're using equipment, machinery. I think that this is a great deal at $169. Everywhere else right now, hold on a minute. Let me let me refresh. Everywhere else right now, this is at $189, so it's $20 more. And if it is at $169, here's the deal. This is a stacking deal. So right now, everything that's on the page or in the YouTube shopping cart, and it is for a limited time only, and at that link in the description, anything that's on this page that you buy will qualify for a free 2.5 amp hour battery pack. So this is Milwaukee's high output M12 battery pack. It's 2.5 amps. Okay, so it's not going to the improved cells in there. They're not going to give you extended runtime per se, but they will give you a higher amperage because of the methodology in the mixing of the lithium in there with the other chemicals. It's pretty funny. So literally, you're getting a $79 value when you purchase any of the select tools on this page. Yo, we got Tool Review Zone is in the chat. He says, we want Jimmy. Tool Review Zone loves Jimmy. I'm starting to think that Tool Review Zone just loves DeWalt. Like I think that's his bread and butter. But, you know, hey, DeWalt is putting out some good stuff. I always feel like, though, Tool Review Zone, his favorite, I feel like I see the most videos for Ryobi on the Tool Review Zone channel. It's like he has a love affair with the Ryobi brand of tools. And quite frankly, he is a big advocate of Ryobi. Other people like Chaka Gillis don't necessarily love Ryobi. Matter of fact, he hates Ryobi. But Tool Review Zone seems to love Ryobi. And quite frankly, like, I think that there are a few things that Ryobi does really well. And I think that, you know, they should have more people like Tool Review Zone advocating for them. So thanks for stopping in, Tool Review Zone. Jimmy's not here. He left for the evening. But he says, bring back Jimmy. Bring back Jimmy. I can't bring him back. He left for the evening. So let's get back to the deals here. Oh, look at that. Vegan Cookies Good. Hit with a $1 holla. Thank you, Vegan Cookies Good. We appreciate that. All right. It's pretty funny. All right. I like to see all that cross chat down there. Let's get back to the deals. This is probably my favorite. Now, I have multiple of these M12 grease guns. If you wanted to, some people get caught up with those. They don't know how to load the grease gun. Go to this video right here. We explain the procedure for loading cartridges of grease in there. Everything you need to know about that M12 grease gun. It's a pretty doggone good price, $20 cheaper than most places. Plus, when you buy this grease gun, you're getting that free 2.5 amp hour battery. Also, in this video here, you can see me and Tool Review Zone in a collaboration video where we compared, I believe it was M12 high output and M12 fuel versus standard M12 batteries and or M12 fuel versus M18 fuel right here. Which one was it, Tool Review Zone? If you're still here, I want to know. Me again. There he is. Me again. Dave says, "How you doing? How you doing, Dave? What's up, Chief? How you doing? Your boy, Tool Review Zone's in the stream tonight too, Cosmo. We got all the hits have come out tonight. It's like the gang is back together now." One of the best ways to get into this deal, if you're on the M12 platform and you wanted to maximize your savings, would be to just double up on the battery packs. If you were to buy the XC 5.0 battery pack at $129, you're still going to get that 2.5 amp hour battery for free. It's like, it's $129, you're going to get a 2-pack. Now, when I've shopped the deal other places, when I shopped at other places, that 2-pack of batteries is significantly more expensive. So I think it's around $179 when you have that combo pack of the 5 amp hour and 2.5 amp hour battery pack. So it's like a savings of $50. What's up, Fred D? How you doing? Nice. All right. So this would be my first way. No, yes, if you were looking for the most bang for your buck. My second favorite way to get into this deal is to get the grease gun. Have multiple of them, love them. Here's one you're not going to find a deal on anywhere. This is the M8. This is the M12 Fuel 18 gauge Brad nailer at $249. You're going to, when you buy this, if you wanted more compact than the M18, you can go M12. It's at $249. You're going to get that free battery pack. I've highlighted this. You can get to it. You can get it. YouTube shopping button. Now, if we move on, another way to less expensively get the deal. And look, here's the deal. Some of you are contractors. Some of you are homeowners, DIYers that appreciate contractor-grade tools, and you're always looking for the best deals. Some of you are resellers. Some of you are resellers of these tools. It just is what it is. Here's the deal. For those of you that are resellers, I understand your need to maximize the bang for the buck. So this is another inexpensive way to get into the deal. Now, I will let everybody know that I did find this 99 cents cheaper other places. Their price, we'll just confirm, their price was $120 a couple of other places. Here it is $129.99, but you are getting that battery for $79 for free, which is a promotion no one else is offering anywhere else. And I'm going to once again share. This is for a limited time. There are for a couple reasons. It's a limited time in nature to begin with. The other thing is that quantities are limited. We're going to go over that in a second. Yo, Deli, it's 777. It's pretty funny. He says, at Tool Review Zone, it's always good to be in the zone. What zone is that? The delusional zone? Like you're delusional? Or just like Flint over a Tool Review Zone? You know what the funny part is about Flint over a Tool Review Zone? The funny part is that, you know, I'm going to keep it positive. I was going to share something, but I'm just going to keep it positive. I'm going to keep it positive. Because you know what? We haven't seen each other in person in a minute, and quite frankly, I don't necessarily want the next time we see each other for it to be awkward. You know what I mean? But I was going to share something, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it civil. I'm going to keep it civilized. Okay? Unless you really, really want me to drop the T. Okay? Then possibly, I might, but I would definitely need to. I want to try to just keep it as positive as possible, unless maybe we got to like 150 likes on this stream. You know what I mean? We're at like 44 right now. If you really wanted to hear the dirt that I could drop, I could do it at 150 likes. Yo, we got, what's it called? Who's this? It's 182QKFTW says, get a room. Cuz, don't tell us what to do. Like, who are you, bro? You don't even have a real name or a picture of yourself. Who cares what you're even saying right now? I think it's funny. Like, get a room. Get a room. Why is it people like you immediately go in that direction anyway? Like, oh, get a room. Yeah, bro. Yeah, get a room. Okay, I think you're on the wrong website, bro. I think you're on the wrong website. All right, let's move on to the next deals. Here's one, the old pizza cutter. Okay, we're at $149 on the pizza cutter. This is the M12 Fuel 3-inch compact cutoff tool, bare tool. Now, there are at times some promotions, but right now, this is the price. Shop it around. Here's the thing. Here's the difference, though. Okay, YouTube shopping button and the link in the description. If you get it here for this limited time, you will be getting that 2.5 amp hour battery for free. It is probably the best promotion on the M12 Fuel Milwaukee pizza cutter that you will see in 2025, probably even into 2026. Okay. Here's one everybody's going berserk over. Now, here's the thing with this. This is the Gen 2 M12 Fuel 1/4 inch right angle die grinder, okay? This is the Gen 2. It is at $219. People have been going nuts from what I'm hearing. People have been going nuts over this Gen 2 die grinder. This is, once again, the price, right? But you're getting, like, for me, if I'm going to pay the price, I still like to get something for free. So they're doing a promotion where you're going to get that free 2.5 amp hour high output battery with this. Now, with that being said, if we were to click on die grinders, you can see on the same page, right? If you wanted to save a couple of bucks, you still wanted a fuel die grinder, you could get the Gen 1. There's only 3 of them left in stock. Shocker! At $199. And you're getting the free battery. So, frankly, like, you can do it. You can do it. You can get it. There's only 3 left, though. That's why I say, like, some of these are limited in quantity. You know what I mean? So, $199 plus you'll get the free battery. There's only 3 of them left, though. If you wanted to get it, you should hop on. You should hop on. Cut the pizza. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's a good comment. Mo Power says cut the pizza in the pan underneath. I'm sure he means and the pan underneath. Pretty funny. The pizza cutter. All right. Let's move on to the next one. M12 Fuel Oscillating Multi-Tool. When it comes to Milwaukee Oscillating Multi-Tools, this is my favorite flavor. It's at $159. You can shop this one around too. You'll find kits in the north of $200 that include a battery. They also include a charger at that point. But here's the deal. You can get it bare tool at $159, plus you're getting the 2.5 amp hour HO battery for free with this. I would rather get something for free than not get something for free. You can also see that it is rated at 5. So my intuition of this being my favorite Milwaukee Fuel Oscillating Multi-Tool is 5 of you concur with 5 full stars. Let's read those 5-star reviews. Let's read those 5-star reviews while we're here. Let's see what they say. Okay. Joey C says, no longer holding back the angry hive. So much power in such a compact form. Buzzes through boards and such in seconds and is small enough to get into tight spaces. And the major bonus is that I don't feel like I'm holding an angry swarm of bees in my hand. What's your level of expertise? He is DIY. He's a hobbyist. Quality of feel is the full Monty. Value of product, the full Monty. So Joey C paid full price. He didn't get the deal. You know he didn't, because it was 3 years ago when it first came out. That's when he wrote this review. Joey C., you can get a second one of these if you want it, with a free battery right now, so you wouldn't be paying full price. So your value of product would be even higher. DTE, okay, 95 says, better than Ryobi. Better than, oh, really? Shocker. Quality of product. Full Monty. Value of product. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on 4 on the Richter scale here, because you have to understand. Coming from Ryobi. Ryobi gives you a better price. I'm not going to say it's a better value, because sometimes the prices we get on Milwaukee, like this, you get a free battery with it. It's almost more. You're getting more value than your dollar. Okay. Switched from Ryobi to M12. This far exceeded my expectations. Easy, fast shipping and processing. What is your level of experience? DIYer. What's your primary trade you use this tool for? Maintenances. Okay? Verified purchaser. I got to be honest with you. He wants a little bit, he says he wants a little bit more bang for his buck, but it is what it is. Let me see here. How do I get to all the reviews? 2 out of 2, 5 reviews. I want to see all 5 reviews, dude. What's up? It's a little shady if you ask me. 5 reviews. It's odd. 2 out of 2, 100% viewers. Overall, is it just 5 stars? It says 5 reviews. I'm confused. 1 to 2 out of 5 reviews. 3 ratings, only reviews. That's very, very weird. I must be missing something here. Oh, okay. So now I get it. 5 people probably hit the stars. Only 2 out of 5 reviews actually left a review. So that's what's that. Okay. Wow, 18 KTF. Look at this, 18 KTF. 18 KTF. I'm calling BS on ATKF. Got mine new in the box from a pawn shop for, it says minus $80 or 80 quid. What is that? 80 quid? What does that even mean? I'm calling BS. How can I trust you anyway? You got a fake name with no, you don't even have a picture of yourself. What's the name of the pawn shop, cuz? We want to know, because maybe we want to score some tools. Okay? I got mine. Yeah, how about the rest of us, bro? All right. There you go. Deliot. See, Deliot actually gives some feedback for people that they can use. Says, I recently picked up Milwaukee Insider Ratchet. Love this thing. Heard about it from either VCG or TRZ. It has changed the way I work. However, I'm not seeing it as eligible for the deal. It's pretty funny. Wow, Husker. All right. I think that squiggly just implies approximations. I'm not good. Like, I didn't go to college, everybody. You have to forgive me. I didn't go to college. I didn't learn these things. I'm not good with, like, acronyms, abbreviations, or, like, online lingo, squigglies and stuff. I'm sorry. Thank you, Husker, for helping me. All right, let's move on. Did I go over the M12 fuel? Oscillating multi-tool? Oh, here we go. Get out. True, sir. eBay from a pawn shop for about $80. What's the name of the pawn shop on eBay, Holmes? And anyway, if you did get it, I will say this. You got to be careful where you're buying your Milwaukee tools from, because they need to be an authorized retailer of Milwaukee Tool, okay? So you could be forfeiting your warranty by shopping at a non-authorized retailer. I'm sure most of you. Now, here's the deal. If you were actually to maybe buy from a pawn shop, it would go by your VIN number, your serial number on the tool, so it might not be an issue. You got to be very, very careful, though. You need to be purchasing from an authorized retailer. The other thing is that you do run the risk of possibly purchasing what is known as a counterfeit tool, okay? Don't get got. Deliet says, I'm here for the fun more than the tools. Thank you, Deliet. So am I. I got to be honest with you. Oh, what the heck that noise was. Listen, here's the deal. That's why I said in the beginning of the video. That's why I say in the beginning of the video. You can buy the deals. You can not buy the deals. And 182 Q, I'm having fun with you, okay? I'm here for the fun tool. If you guys can save some money, great. If we can talk tools and have a good time, that's even better. I really needed to, after today, just blow off some steam. I figured hanging out with the Very Cool Gang would be a cool, and just having conversation with you guys would be a great way to just let off some steam and have a good time. Johnny's in the stream. Says, what up? Loving the deals. You tuning in from the job site, cuz? You work a second shift? We want to know. All right. Here's another one. I've been waiting to get my hands on. I'm probably going to order this one for myself. Here's the thing, though. I want the capability for the quart tubes as well. So I don't know if maybe I should just be getting the caulk and adhesives. Here's the reality of it. So right now, if you were looking to caulk, right, the caulk only, this is caulk and adhesives. It's at $159. You're getting the free 2.5 amp hour battery. If we come down here, right, you'll see, now maybe this M12, this is the 10 ounce. This is in a kit at $238. It's bizarre. So, I don't know. Which way do you want it? I know which way I want it. Instead of getting that combo, buy the bare tool that we just showed you. It's in the shopping YouTube shopping button. It's at $159. Plus, they're giving you the battery for free. So save the dough, Ray me. Do not overspend. Here's the thing. I want the quart tube. This one has up to 400 pounds of pushing force. So interchangeable quick change carriage design for converting material types. Here's the thing. Number of batteries, tool weight, battery voltage, capacity, 10 ounces. I know 10-ounce cartridge style. I know some of you know. Which one comes with the quart tube. You gotta tell me. Is it are they interchangeable? Because the reality is, little 10-ounce tubes, that's not really a big deal. It's the quart tubes that give you a hand of fatigue. 950 pounds of force. Dispenses over. Accepts all Milwaukee quick change front ends and all M18 batteries. So I might need to get the M18. This one's coming with a free battery too, though. The M18. Hold on, let's see here. 150 10-ounce tubes. So it's pretty funny. if we look here, the one at $249 is the M18. This will accept a quart tube carriage. They're also doing a free 2 amp hour battery. I mean, calling that a $99 value is a little bit of a, it's a stretch in my opinion. But you can see if you did need something that could accept that quart tube carriage, you have an option with the M18. Let's go back to the M12. 159. I don't know that this will accept the carriage. Let me see here. Crazy. I don't know. Tool Review Zone. Listen, bro, you don't have to profess. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Maybe that dude was right. He was like, go get a room or something. Tool Review Zone says, I love. Are you love me, bro? Is that what you want to say? What are you trying to make up now after all the wrong that you've done? I mean, really? I mean, why don't you come clean, bro? I think you should make a video coming clean. I think that's what you should do. What do I love. Wow. I think Blake called it right. Where's it at? Oh, where's Blake? It's not showing up. Uh-oh. Yeah, what can you do? All right, let's move on. Blake said it's pretty funny. Where did it go? It's for some reason it's not showing over here, Blake. I would highlight it. Is this frozen? Yeah, it's not scrolling. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. Blake loves the Jimmy. Says it's a nice addition. I agree. But he's not here. Blake says, Flint is a Steelers fan. Please be patient. Oh, my God. All right. All right, here we go. Here's one that I like. You could probably, I think there's a video here. You can go and check it out. It's the M12. This is the Bluetooth radio and charger, bare tool. So, yes, you can connect to this through Bluetooths. But if you didn't want to, some of you old timers listen to the AM, FM radios, you can actually receive radio stations on this as well. This is an actual radio. The other thing that I really like about this is that it will charge your M12 batteries if you plug it in. And you can actually plug this thing in. You don't need any batteries. So there's a lot to like about this. And it sounds good. I like it at $149. You're getting that free 2.5 amp hour battery with it promotionally. Yo, I hate to do this. I feel like I'm kicking a horse when it's down. But look, Tool Review Zone, Stiller's rule. Like, what is it with people from Pittsburgh? Like, you ever hear him pronounce words? He calls Ryobi, Ryobi. Okay? He calls Diablo, Diablo, whatever he pronounces it. And he calls Milwaukee, Milwaukee, or Milwaukee or something. What is it? Like, is that a Pittsburgh thing? Is that Stillers? It's Steelers, bro. I want to know. All right. So I like this one at $149. I like it even more. I would pay full price for this. Matter of fact, I did pay full price for this. But I like it with the free battery as well. Wow, Crazy Mike says he thinks Clint's Tool Review Zone's being annoying. I don't. He's commenting. But he's just trying to, I don't know. Wow, look at this. He's trying to win me over. Yo, you know what the funny part is? Is that I've heard him say this too. Listen, here's the deal. Everybody knows if you're from Philadelphia, you call it a cheesesteak. You don't say, like, I'm going to go, people from Philadelphia don't go, I'm going to get a Philly cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? Tool Review Zone. Did you hear him? A Philly cheesesteak. What is with that? Yo, oh my God. That's it. 182Q is my new best friend. Listen, I take everything back. I believe everything that you told me earlier. 182Q. He says, have him pronounce battery. You ever hear him pronounce battery? It's Bat-Ray. 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 It's like Batman. I'm Batman. I don't get it. Now, all of a sudden, Tool Review Zone says, we want Jimmy. And he sent over a $10 holler. We appreciate that $10 holler there, Tool Review Zone. I'll give you a little heart on that. You know why, Tool Review Zone? Maybe I'm being a little harsh on you. Maybe I'm being a little harsh, Tool Review Zone. You know what? I apologize. How do you, let me see here. Let me click off of that. It says reply. Reply to Tool Review Zone. Maybe I've been too hard on you. I just responded to his comment. It says, responded. It says, at Tool Review Zone, maybe I've been too hard on you. Psych! No, I haven't. No, I haven't. You know what, bro? I could do this for days, months, weeks, years, and it would never be enough to pay you back for all the dirty that you have done. And I try to keep it to myself because I don't like to air the dirty laundries ever. You know what I mean? People don't come on YouTube to hear the dirt and drama. They don't like that stuff. They want the deals. They want to see the reviews. They want it positive. They want to, and that's what I give the people what they want. I try to keep it positive. That's why I never subject the Very Cool Gang and some of the toolies from the Tool Review Zone community. I don't subject them to the dirt that you have done. I don't. But I could. Maybe if we get the stream up to 150 likes. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. All right. You know what they say sometimes, Blake is saying, can I be you are a moderator for the Tool Hour with Cletus and Flint. You are a moderator, bro. You're already a moderator. I nominated you for moderations, the Nation of Moderation, long ago, bro. Wait a minute. You know what? Come on, me again, Dave. What's up? Me again, Dave says at Tool Review Zone, hey, at least the Stillers got AA Ron Rodgers for QB. That one, the one that beat him in the Super Bowl while with Green Bay. Yeah, but wait a minute. Who are the Super Bowl champions this year? Who are the reigning Super Bowl champions? I'm confused. Wait, am I in a time warp here? Wait, hold on a minute. I think maybe I've lost some of my faculties. Reigning Super Bowl. I got to Google this. Reigning Super Bowl champions. Oh, no. Is that right? Reigning Super Bowl champions. I'm going to have to. Who won the last Super Bowl? Because AI is not coming back. Let me see here. Super Bowl. Let me see here. The score's up. What's this? Philadelphia Eagles 40, Kansas City Chiefs 22. I believe the Philadelphia Eagles. That's where we're at. Philadelphia. I believe that they would be the reigning champions. No? Here, right here. 40-22. That means the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. I think. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I'm just a dumb contractor. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can't keep all my faculties straight. All right, let's get back to the deals. Let's not I want to let the minutia, okay, of facts get in the way here. Okay? Let's not do that. All right. So here's another one that I really like. It's the Milwaukee M12 23 gauge pin nailer. It's at $229, which is MSRP, I believe. It's the full price, full Monty, as they say. But you're getting that 2.5 amp hour high output M12 battery for free with this purchase, and it will ship for free. The tax man does have to get his do-re-mi, though. Okay, sorry, but I do like this one, and it's a good pin nailer. If you want to see it in action, you go to that video right there. It's going to drop down. You'll see. It's not there now. It will be later. All right, here's a way to get into the deal, like literally for free, right? Vegan cookies, good. Look at that. Look at him. You can see it. His little logo down. He says, "Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly." I'm not going to subject you. Hit them low, hit them high. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop. Sorry, Clint. Yeah, go Steelers, right? I mean, you know, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. I mean, it's the same state as Pennsylvania, right? I mean, All right. Let's go right here. It's M12 Rover Pivot Service Light. It's at $79. This is a good light. Matter of fact, you could see it in this video here, right there. Go check it out. But what I like best, this is the best way if you are, especially a reseller, to get into the deal because you're getting a $79 battery for free. It becomes a zero sum total for buying the deal. Now, you still got to spend $79. But, like, if you had to explain it to your significant other, you could, like, you know, you'd say, hey, it was like $0. It got $79 worth of battery for free when I bought the light. So that's like $0. All right. Blake says, leave Santa alone in the next game. Where's me again, Dave? I love it. He says, yes, at VCG Construction, and Hertz just got a new multi-million-dollar contract, bought a new home, an average run-of-the-mill suburban home. I think that type of humanity is amazing. You like Jalen Hurts, bro? Do you? I think that sometimes you hear differing opinions with the Jalen Hurts. Just saying. But if that is indeed true, an average run-of-the-mill suburban home, I think it says a lot, bro. You know, that's a person that has their affairs in order, in my opinion. He's setting himself up because a lot of times, a lot of athletes, multi-million-dollar contracts, and I listen, I'm not one to spend anybody else's money, right? You do what you want. You do what we have a finite amount of time here on this planet. You do what makes you happy, right? You have, foosball players making multi-million dollars. They want to have a good time with the do-re-mi. By all means, you do you. Jalen, if he is buying a more modest home, it's probably like, listen, I have a limited amount of time in the NFL. Eventually, I don't want to have happen what happens to a lot of professional ball players. The money runs out. They didn't put anything aside in a nest egg. I think that living well beyond your means is always is always probably a good idea. Okay, as a small business owner, living well below your means and squirreling away for a rainy day is always a good idea. Now, I'm not telling you to not live your life. You know what I mean? We have to enjoy ourselves as well. There has to be some type of reward. I've found myself, I'm in my 40s now, and I've found myself living almost my entire life postponing gratification. And I'll do that later. I'll get that later. I'm going to put that off. I'm going to put that off. And then finally, like, I think to start to say to myself, like, do I really believe I'm going to live forever? Like, what am I doing here? I have to, at some point, start to do the things that I want to do. But I always think to myself, like, I got to make sure, like, family first, and, make sure everything's going to, listen, I grew up, we live very modestly, poor. I grew up in the inner city, right? And I've been poor, and I've had a couple bucks. And I never, ever want to ever have the anxiety of not being able to pay the bills and, or feel that, have sleepless nights. And sometimes they happen inevitably. Huge projects happen, big projects happen. How am I going to get this done? How am I going to finance this project? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Like, you're going to have sleepless nights, I suppose, as a small business owner. But, like, if I could eliminate some of that anxiety, the reality is that, like, people come over to your big house, they're still going to complain. You know what I mean? Like, it's, not, it's not that nice, or it's not clean, or it's not that, or, it don't matter what car you have. People are just going to hate on you because you have that nice car. You know what I mean? You have a crappy car to hate on you because you got a crappy car. So my important message for today would be, you should be happy, right? And I think it's pretty cool that Jalen Hurts is squirreling away some money, it seems. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to the deal. Uncle Fatty, what's up, Cusbo? All right, so this would be the least expensive way to get into the deal. So this would be a good option, especially if you're a reseller of tools. Here is the 2.5 amp hour battery pack in real life for you to see it. $79. It's the CP 2.5 battery pack, product number 48-11-2425. I mean, you can put it through the Google machine for yourself. You can see it's a $79 piece. Every one of those tools will qualify you for that battery, except for the M12 or the M18 caulk gun that I showed you in a small snippet of this video. That's qualifying for an M18 2 amp hour battery. You can see here, this product, the battery itself, some people will say, like, the 12 amp hour battery and the old 9 amp hour battery, they're not good battery packs. This battery pack, you can see 4.6 stars out of 5. E&L says, works great in a manufacturing setting. We have quite a few of these batteries on the floor, around 100, and we have yet to send a single one back to warranty. The new plastic is miles ahead of the old plastic. It definitely stands up to a drop. The new plastic clips are also have yet to break on any tool on the floor. All batteries have held a charge so far. The only thing that could make this product better could be a cheaper price tag. And today you can get it for free. So I think that's pretty cool. I like this review. Ian has given some pictures as well. Pretty thorough. You can see it's a 2.5 amp hour. Says down here, bottom of battery, which holds 30 watt hours of juice, is loose. Yo, anybody know what yesterday was? Does anybody know? Put it in the chat. You will win a special prize if you tell me what yesterday was the anniversary of. I just want new clothes. A new clothes washer. Yo, me and the missus got a new clothes washer a couple years ago, bro. You would have thought like we got new front loaders. We had old top loaders, and the washer especially, it just was so out of balance. The internal drum was so out of balance. It used to walk like almost to the point where it was going to rip the hoses out of the pipes. I'm like, we need to do something here. You ain't kidding. James Dowling. Let me see here. I like this comment. I want to highlight. Oh, there it is. Tool Review Zone and VCG, my two favorite influencers, contractors, period. We appreciate that, James Dowling. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. My man, James. Big James. Yo! You're a beast, cuz you have now won me over. Yo, I will tell you that 182Q went from being his statements being highly contested early in the stream almost to the point where people, I might have been a little harsh on 182Q. He has now come full circle, 180 degrees, and won me over. I asked what yesterday was the anniversary of, and the answer, OJ in the Bronco running from the cops. And that is exactly what yesterday, you imagine, like, how many years ago that was. It feels like, I still feel like a little kid, like watching on television, OJ in the Bronco. Yo, what was his best friend? Who's driving the Bronco for him? I can't remember right now. That's right, Crazy Mike. You want to go fishing? You go fishing, Cosmo. Who was his friend that was driving the Bronco? I want to know. I can't remember. I'd have to put that in the Google machine, and I don't want to. Let's take a look at any other deals here. Al Cowling? Was it Al Cowling? Is that what it was? I feel like, or is that somebody else? Can't remember. It's just true, me again, Dave. Sizzleneck says ChatGPT it. Al Callies. Yeah, it was like something like that. I thought it was Cowling, but is it Callies? Al Gomes says, here it is. Al Cowlings was the driver. Uncle Fatty, you're a beast, bro. I love it. He says Kardashian. Kardashian was his attorney, bro. Do you understand? Like, so that's how crazy this is. Kim Kardashian's father was O.J. Simpson's, one of O.J. Simpson's attorneys. Do you know that? Opinions on rotary hammers. It's pretty funny. Sounds right. Some football guy. What do you want to know? Like, opinions on rotary hammer. Like, what is it that you're wanting me to share with you? You know who it is, damn it? Sizzleneck? What do you mean? Did you tell me who you were, Sizzleneck? I can't remember. I do remember that I really like your name. Friday Al Cowlings. The M12. I would get the M12 fuel. Listen, here's the deal. If you're doing data and such, go M12 fuel. If your capacity, if it's going to be great for setting fasteners, it's, tap cons and such, or drilling holes or run data. Is that right, Fred D? James Dowling says, hey, his name might have been Jimmy. M12 rotary hammer. Let's look here if it's in here. Number one, I think that it is in sale. They got the M12. Part of this deal is the M12 2-inch the brushless planer. The M12 Fuel Surge. This August, if they don't have brand new Surge impact drivers, okay? If they don't have brand new Surge impact drivers, either an M18, possibly the M12 Fuel, okay? I would be shocked because they've been running so many promos on the Surges. It has to be. There has to be a Gen 2. Here's what I say about this. This is the Milwaukee, the M12 Fuel 5/8 SDS Plus rotary hammer. You're at $249. Like, if you're on the M12 platform and this fits the bill for you, then get it. But at $249, oh man, it's like, it's not inexpensive at $249. I gotta be honest with you. Like, what is my opinion is I will wait for a better deal, to be honest with you. But you are getting the free $79 battery. It would be a very compact, powerful tool. And this is set for not only rotary hammer, unlike small, like 5/8" rotary hammers from other brands, their 12-volt platforms and such. This is actually set to just chip as well. A lot of times when you have a smaller rotary hammer, it only has a drill and hammer drill function. This actually has a chip function. So, just saying. It's pretty funny. Diesel Therapy says, my bank account thanks you. My wife doesn't. No problem, Diesel Therapy. Tell your wife I said I'm sorry. Deliot says, in your opinion, what improvements can be made on the surges? Here's the deal. If I had to guess, what a new M18 and or M12 fuel surges would be like, I think that they'd be upping the power, especially in the M18 fuel surge, to compete with not only DeWalt, because in this video here, you can see the new DeWalt surge, or the new DeWalt hydraulic impact driver, quiet impact driver. You can see it. Okay. But also its own sister brand, Rigid. You can go here and see that announcement. They have what appears to be one of the most powerful quiet impact drivers to hit the market. It's coming to a store near you very soon. So it would be more powerful. I could almost guarantee you, in addition to being more powerful, it would have the tri-light lighting system, LEDs, like the M18 fuel impact and the M12 fuel impact drivers. I mean, every impact at this point has the tri-light system. So if I were to guess on what improvements were to be made, those would be the main improvements. Would it be quieter? I don't think that it would be great if it was, but I don't necessarily believe that that's one of the criteria that they would be looking to improve. The Amateur. What's up, the Amateur? Where's it at? Let me see here. The Amateur says, hey, VCG, what up, gang? And Deliot says, yes, makes sense. The surges are meant for little lighter work. I hadn't thought of that. The tri-light would be awesome. Thank you. I gotta be honest with you. It was, the surge before the new Gen 3 fuel impact on the surge M12 fuel was my favorite impact on that platform. The M12 fuel at this point, the M12 fuel Gen 3 is so powerful that it doesn't really impact a tremendous amount like the old M12 and M12 fuel impacts did, because they were underpowered. Now, the M12 fuel Gen 3 is just so powerful. It's not so intensive on your ears like the previous models. So I got to be honest with you. I went from using the M12 fuel surge to that Gen 3 instead, because it is just so powerful. It gets the job. It's got so much power that the additional noise, it's negligible in my opinion. That's where I'm at with that. Here's the deal. Here's the question. Will Milwaukee, Rory Brown says, will Milwaukee ever make a pressure washer? I've been waiting for years. Here's the deal. Reality is that whatever Milwaukee's going to do, it's going to be contractor grade for the most part. I mean, even with the way that the Milwaukee got around the lawnmower issue was that what they said was it was going to be used in conjunction with other lawnmower, with other lawnmowers, right? So they said that M18 fuel lawnmower was for touch-up for professional contractors. Will they make a pressure washer? I mean, I would think that they're going to, but it's going to have to be contractor grade. Makita has a pressure washer on their 40-volt platform. You know, you would think that Milwaukee would announce something would announce something. At VCG Construction, will the new M18 have collet issues like M18 Surge came out? Brent Soapco, I've never had a problem with the collet on my Surge impact drivers. We did always have issues with the Gen 2 fuel impact driver and the Gen 3 fuel impact driver. Milwaukee rectified the problem with the collet at the end of the Gen 3 life cycle. We coined it the Gen 3.5 when they made that revision. It really was like Gen 3 3.75, because it was at the end of that life cycle right before the Gen 4 was announced. So I've not had those problems. Deliot says, Vince, were you referring to the Gen 3 Milwaukee impact driver? Gen 3 M12 fuel has replaced the Gen 1 M12 fuel Surge, if that makes any sense. After I got my Surge several years ago, I stopped using my older DeWalt and Milwaukee drivers. I mean, for 85% of what you need to do as a contractor, you know, I think that the Surge really works. Yes. Me again, Dave says the pair of balls in the collet for the Gen 3.5. LOL. That's what resolved the issue. You got it, Brent. So, do any of you have any questions about the deal? If you do, type out VCG Construction. But that's what we have. I'm going to let you know that these deals will run from now until noon Friday. They are in limited quantities and while supplies last for the battery. If you're watching this video post deal, the deal has expired or quantities have expired, don't get mad. Get subscribed and enable all notifications, because when we find a deal, you will find a deal. That's okay. Me again, Dave. I know what you meant. You got it, Sizzle Neck. All right, everybody. We appreciate that. Vegan Cookies Good. I want to say a special thank you. Let me see if this will work. To Harley for becoming a new channel member. Thank you. Vegan Cookies Good for the $1 holla. And the Tool Review Zone trying to make up with a $10 holla. The channel members and those of you that super chat, and it's never required to do either, but they do help to make this all possible. The cameras, the computers, the lights. So we always want to recognize those that help out in that way. There are some benefits to becoming a channel a member. So if you wanted to help out, that would be a way that you could help out. Plus, there are some benefits in when you do that. So maybe check out the memberships down below or wherever you would on our channel page. Okay. I'm going to. It is now 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. I am going to go eat dinner. They do. Crazy Mike. Crazy Mike says, I don't think they make. Let me see here. Says, I don't think they make an 18 gauge in the 12. And they actually do. It's actually right here. It's $249. This is the Milwaukee M12 Fuel 18 gauge compact brad nailer. So if you wanted something on the M12 platform in brad nailer, this is what you'd get. Plus you'd get the free battery. All right, everybody. I hope you got the deal that you needed. If you didn't, leave it down in the comment section below. What deal do you need me to help make happen? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope to see you all in the next one, like right now, on this next video in the comment section. It's coming up right now.